Mute yourselves.
Live from New York City and Los Angeles, where reality as we know it is a thing of the past. It's time for the hot new comedy show sweeping the nation, The Suggestion Box. Starring Karen Bond, Denny Siegel, Tom Carrozza, Jane Brucker, Dylan White, and guest starring CORY P. WILLIS. And now, Earth's mightiest hero standing as the planet's first line of defense, the Vaudacity Improv Players.
Welcome, everyone, to the Suggestion Box. This is our 9th episode. Thank you all for tuning into the Vaudacity Network. And we are here to bring you some live improv comedy as best as we can from the confines of our quarantined homes. Coming across the country, broadcasting from New York and Los Angeles and all the interwebs in between. This is our cast. I'm Dylan White, and we have Karen Bond. Say hi, Karen. And
hello.
And Tom Carrozza.
Hola.
Jane Brucker.
Peace.
Denny Siegel.
Hello.
And our very special guest this week, Mr. CORY WILLIS.
So pleased to make your acquaintance.
So pleased to have you with us. All right, we're going to kick this off with a game. We usually start our show with a game that we usually like to call World's Worst. So our first game is actually called World's Worst Interviews. And so we're all going to be the world's worst person interviewing for this job. Mr. Tom Carrozza is going to be interviewing people for this job. So we need a suggestion for a profession. So what kind of job that Tom would be interviewing for, that we are going to be the world's worst candidates to interview for. So throw those up there in the chat box, and let's see.
A profession, you said, Dylan?
Yes, the profession, the world's worst profession. And let's see. First one I see in there.
Oh no!
First one I see.
Laughing.
We don't have to do the first. What part of the body? Is it the upper part of the body or the...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go... We'd all be the world's worst Spice Girl, I'll tell you that. So,
is that what it is?
We're going for it? Are we going to go for it? Are we going to be the world's worst Spice Girl?
Improv, let's do it.
World's worst Spice Girl!
All right, everybody go away. Go ahead, yes, goodbye, Dylan, go away. Yes, Miss Pringle, yes, I'm going to be interviewing for the very next Spice Girl, and I must choose someone today. Yes, I think it's imperative that we get through this as easily as possible. Are there any candidates out there in the waiting room? Yes. All right, send in the first candidate for Spice Girl. Hello, hi.
Oh, hi, like you really need to interview me.
Well, I do have to interview you if you want this job as a Spice Girl.
Yeah, all right, fine. An interview, an audition, whatever. I don't understand why I just wouldn't get it.
Well, tell me your name and why you're qualified for this job.
Obviously, I'm Salty Spice.
Oh, Salty Spice. What do you do?
I'm salty.
Salty.
So you might as well just give it to me at this point.
Well, you know, I think right now you're a little bit of salt in the wound, so please leave. Leave your resume
fine.
at the door. Miss Pringle, is there anybody else out there right now? All right, well, send in the next candidate for a Spice Girl. Oh, it's going to be a long day. Yes, hello.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
They call me Geriatric Spice.
You're geriatric.
You've seen Baby Spice. I'm at the other end of the spectrum.
I see. I think your diaper is dripping. What's your talent? Do you sing? Do you
I
dance?
sing, I dance. If you want to be my grandson, you gotta like to have hard candy.
That's very, very good. Leave your resume at the door, and we'll get back to you if there's an opening. Thank you so much.
Opening? My diaper has an opening.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Just yeah. Wow. Miss Pringle, could you please send in the next candidate? Oh, hello. Hello.
Shabooby, bop, bop, shabooby. Hello.
Hello. You look like you might be the next Spice Girl. What's your name? What do you do?
I'm Carrie Spice. Just think of me as Carrie Spice.
Hi.
Terribly sorry. I do love my Carrie Spice. So
So
Excuse
you're
me.
that's kind of spicy. The flatulence you've got going on there. That's spicy in itself, I would say.
It's a crowd pleaser.
Is it really now? Ooh. It's changing the prescriptions in my contact lenses. Please leave immediately. We'll get back to you maybe. I don't know.
Aw.
Miss Pringle, is anybody else out there applying for the job of a Spice Girl?
Hi, it's me. How are you? Good to see you.
Yes, how are you? You look rather spicy. What is your name? What do you do?
The name's Gravely Spice. As you may have guessed, I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 4 years old, and I also gargle with some rocks, so it's given me a nice timber.
I see. We don't have a Gravely Spice. This is rather intriguing. Do you sing? Do you dance? Do you model?
I mean, I don't really dance, and this is my actual singing voice, so I have a unique range.
I would call it unique.
Yeah. But I fit in with most groups. You wouldn't even notice me. I'd be like a fly on the wall.
Well, we need somebody who's going to get noticed. You've got to be a Spice Girl. You get noticed. Please leave. You're giving me a migraine headache.
All right, fine.
Just go, would you please, Miss Pringle? I'm getting a headache. Is there anybody else out there in the waiting room? Could you please send someone in?
Oh, hello.
Hi. What's your name? What do you do? Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'm Ginger Spice. I'm already established, the professor in Gilligan said. This might get me off the island. I had to knock out Marianne with a coconut.
And you seem to have a facial twitch.
No, that's me being erotic.
Erotic or erotic?
Well, this is what turns Mr. Sherwood Schwartz on.
Well, Sherwood Schwartz is a great pal of mine. You've got the job!
Oh, if you want to be my lover, you're going to have to build me a raft and not build it for 7 of my friends.
You are the new Spice Girl. Congratulations!
I'm a terrible actress, or I would emote. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that, right? So
I got the job!
You got the job. That was World's Worst Interview.
World's Worst Interview. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. And coming up next, we've got the old time crunch. So the next players are going to be Tom and Dylan. We just need a suggestion of anything at all. Toss it there at Sam so he can get going with it. The way this game works is that we've got a scene that'll happen over the course of a minute, and then we're going to cut that short, cut it in half, 30 seconds, same exact scene. Then we've got 15 seconds, same exact scene. Then we've got 7 seconds for that same exact scene. Okay. And then let's go for it. We'll do 3 seconds for that last scene. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we're doing it. So if y'all could throw that suggestion up there.
We are locked and
chat.
loaded. Our first suggestion is Superhero School by Chloe in Texas.
Well, is there a clock?
We're waiting for the timer.
Please hold for timer. Please hold for timer.
Holding for timer. There it is. And
Gee, Brad, I'm so glad that both of us got accepted into superhero school.
I know, I'm really hoping, Tom, that you'll be able to help me with my flying, because when I try to fly, I really can't get that far off the ground. Watch! Ow!
Brad, that was pathetic. Watch when I fly. It's so graceful.
How do you manage to do that?
Well, I was born to be a superhero, Brad, unlike you, I guess. Look, I want you to take this book. Here, take the book and look at the first chapter. It'll get you started right away.
Oh. Think happy thoughts?
Yeah, it really helps.
All right. I'm flying. I'm so happy I'm flying. But I'm scared of heights.
Oh! Brad, you're an embarrassment to this establishment. I'm afraid you might not make it as a super.
Fine, I quit.
I quit.
Time. All right, now let's see that same scene over again, but this time let's see it in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's start that clock, Tom.
Oh, Brad, I'm so glad that we both got accepted in a superhero school.
I am too, but I'm sure hoping you'll help me tutor me in flying because I can't get very far off the ground. Watch. Ow!
Brad, that was pathetic. Watch me do it.
That's so good. How do you do it?
Well, I've been practicing here at superhero school. Try it again. Go ahead. I'll do it too. We'll do it at the same time. Go.
All right. Well, I wish I had a book I could read, but all right, I'll try it. Can't do it. Forget this. I quit.
Me too.
And time. All right. Now let's see that one again, but 15 seconds shorter.
Brad, I'm so glad we both made it superhero.
Well, tutor me in flying because I keep crashing. Look. Ow.
Here's a book. Read
All right.
it.
Oh, think happy thoughts. I'll try that.
Yeah,
hey,
that-
I'm flying. I'm so happy, but I'm scared of heights. Ow.
You're stupid.
Oh, I quit.
I quit too.
That's pretty good, but maybe we can see it in 7 seconds?
Brad, I'm so
Tutor
glad-
me in flying.
Now here's a book.
All right, I'll read it. Think happy thoughts. I'll try it, but I'm scared of flying. Ow! I quit.
Oh, phenomenal work. But hey, let's go for 3 seconds, huh?
All right. Brad, book.
Show me how to fly. Ow! I quit.
And that was Time Crunch, everybody. One broken, dead superhero and one still prevails. So that's good. Our next game, we're going to move on, speaking of superhero jobs, is called Old Job, New Job. So let's get CORY and Karen on here. Sounds the same, spelled different. There's a word for that. It's like a synonym, something like that.
Yes, that's
Synonym.
That's exactly what it is.
So
It's
what-
like or as the same sound.
very nice. I was going to make a simile joke, but I decided not to. All right. What we need right now are some occupations. Just throw them up on the chat. Some occupations, please, for the love of God. Don't put Spice Girl. Eric, I'm talking to you. So proud of himself. I put Spice Girl. All right. Let's get some professions. And what's going to happen is CORY and Karen, one of them, they're going to surprise me as well as you. One of them is going to be a client hiring the other one to do a very specific job. But what they don't know is that they have just left a completely different profession and they haven't quite gotten over that job. So we're going to see how their old job affects their new job. The lovely and talented Sam is somewhere. Sam, do you have 2 professions for us, please?
Batten down the hatches. Our 2 professions are fishermen
Or
and strippers.
Okay, so a fisher person and a stripper.
And the stripper.
Oh my god!
Lovely.
And now
Lovely.
we take you to a scene.
You got $1. You want to come here?
Okay, yeah, sure. You got your rubbers on, or
What? Whoa!
your rubbers? Are you wearing rubbers? Protective footwear? It gets a little slick in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You've got a very strong aroma, don't you?
It's my musk. I bathe in fish oil. It's actually the sheen on my skin. A lot of the girls like to use like body butters and all sorts of fancy moisturizers, but fish oil, pure fish oil. That's the one I
Okay.
go for.
Well, you know
Okay.
what? I can't go afford to go to the big fancy strip club up the street, and I've had a really rough night. So I just want to
I'm
forget my worries. Yeah, I got
sorry,
fired today.
Oh, okay.
thanks.
Well, let me take your troubles off your mind
Thank
by
you.
just casting myself out there and seeing what I catch. Okay, here I come.
Were you? Okay, great.
Oh, no. Did you have a question? Look, this
No, I
is your
just-
month.
Usually, people don't talk so much, right? There's usually just some kind of like wiggling, and then I give $1, and I feel
Ooh.
powerful and important in a powerless situation. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Every once in a while when I would put a worm on a hook, then I would watch that guy wiggle around. And I'll tell you what, I've never felt more in control than when I dip that worm into a nice little body of water and something comes up for a nibble. Are you good? You're looking for a nibble, aren't you? Are you looking for a nibble?
I'm honestly just looking to forget my bad day and to feel more masculine. This is very emasculating. Can you just dance, please and thank you?
Sure. And all I request is that you don't throw dollars at me. I'm going to hand you this bucket of chum. It's fish heads and fish guts.
Oh!
If you
Oh,
could
God!
just slide that across the stage whenever you think I've done a great job. Okay, here we go.
Less expensive, and I don't have a job, so I guess this is all right. You know what? I don't think. You know what? I think you've made your point. I'm gonna go home to my wife. I'm gonna reform my ways, and I'm gonna go apply on Zillow for a new job as a real estate agent, because Zillow is for houses.
Are you sure? I mean, we could maybe charter a private dance. Yeah.
I'd be willing to try.
Okay, all right. Now, I just need a credit card and to make sure that you don't have any prior felonies.
What? Prior felony?
See, once we get into international waters, that's what I call the private room. Then all the rules are off, and I just want to know who I'm in there with.
No. You know what? No, I'm going to my wife. I'm getting a job. I'm reforming my ways. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Oh, well, okay, thank you.
Wow, that was old job, new job. Something that's going to leave me emotionally scarred for the rest of the night.
Buck it up, Sean!
Yeah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, that's Cory Willis and Karen Vaughn. And that was old job, new job. Guys, our next game is Blind Date. And what we need from you, our audience, is easy. We need a number between 1 and 17 and a number between 18 and 34. Those numbers, if you could give them to us, will correspond to a list, a secret list of historic people and people from literature that are going to go on a blind date right now tonight. So, yes.
I think that a stripper that used to be a fireman is not as scary as a fireman who used to be a stripper.
Why?
Because someone getting naked on a boat in the middle of the water.
There's always the pole. You slide down up and down.
That's true. That's true. What was I thinking?
I don't know. Sam?
It's much better this
We
way.
have our numbers. The first number comes from Diana Nicole. It is number 4. And Dariana Mills has given us number 32. 4 and 32.
All right, so number 4 corresponds with Mata Hari, and number 32 is Pinocchio. So we are now about to see a blind date between Mata Hari and Pinocchio. I smell romance, don't you?
I'm looking for a serious relationship. I'm not just looking to get laid or anything.
I like your nose so much.
Really?
Mm.
Wow.
What else? I enjoy a man who can lie to me like that.
Oh, no, I'm not lying. And I'm not carrying any extra wood. And I am a man. You know what? Why don't you just sit down? I see you want the smoking section. That must be a cigarette dangling from your lips, huh? Unless your lips get bigger when you lie. I don't know.
I would love to smoke. I always like to smoke after a good lie.
Oh, well, please stop accusing me of lying. I'm in deep denial. And also, I'm afraid of smoke. Anyway, it was awful nice of you to meet a wooden boy like me on Tinder, but it made me nervous.
It made me very excited when I see you pick an Italian restaurant, the only one in the Pacific.
Well, I had to. My stepfather's Geppetto. He's Italian. He's a real good stepdad.
Your father is a Geppetto? Geppetto?
Well, yes?
Tell me, what do you know about these Geppettos?
Well, there's only one of him. He's real handsome. And despite being in his 70s, He's very young. I better pull my chair back. There's not that much to say. He runs a wood shop and he made me. I'm a real boy.
Oh, how exquisite.
What
Tell
do
me-
you do?
Well, I just have dinner with nice people. And think about all that mean Mussolini and that terrible Tito and all that Hitler just terror. Don't you think they're awful? What are you going to do about it? Tell me.
I heard the chocolate mousse here was pretty good, although it doesn't make you lean. And I think you're mispronouncing tortellini, and I don't know what a Hitler is. I was just gonna get some breadsticks and try to hide my nose in them.
Oh.
Anyway, listen, I'm not gonna lie, you're very attractive. Is there anything I can do to make myself a little more manly for you? I'm already hung like a horse.
I don't know. Ooh, I don't know if I can make you any more manly, but perhaps you could get paid for those little things you do with your nose. You
Really?
don't like this side of the truth, like I don't like this side of the truth either.
Oh, you're a real mysterious broad. Geppetto said you're out of my league, but you seem like you're having a good time, huh?
I always have a good time with somebody with a nice firm fallacy.
Well, now I've got two wooden noses. Well,
Hey! Well, I think we don't need to see any more of where this blind date's gonna go. And that's our blind date. Woo. We would like to keep ourselves monetized.
I don't know what a Hitler is.
I said two wooden noses. You could say two wooden noses.
Woo. Yeah, the YouTube censors will know what you mean.
I did not say, are you lying or you're just happy to see me?
Which, very tempting and well
was.
done.
And she said fallacy. You can say fallacy.
Yes, you can say fallacy.
Pinocchio was looking very fallacy that night, that's all.
I was afraid you were going to have to go in the other room if you were going to continue the scene.
I realized if she turned me on anymore, I was going to run out of headphone cord.
Well, that was Blind Date. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Denny, for what. I'm going to have to watch that one back. I can't wait. All right, so right now I'd just like to let everybody know thank you for tuning into the Vaudacity Network and the suggestion box. If you are not already subscribed to our channel, please do so. And if you're enjoying the show so far, please do as the kids say and smash that like button. And coming up on the Vaudacity Network, we've got tomorrow night, Saturday, October 10th, it's Polly's online variety show number 49. We're starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we're going to be featuring music from the 1970s. So lots of music, lots of live improv comedy on that as well. Then next week on Tuesday, October 13th, we're going to do Quarantunes with Mike West at 7 p.m. Pacific. And also on Tuesday, October 13th, it's going to be the Your Creative Journey podcast at 8 p.m. with Kevin Gregg and Paul Carganilla. And then Thursday, October 15th, next week on Vaudacity is Hunter's Acoustic Cabin Lovecast number 26 at 6 p.m. Pacific. And of course, next Friday, October 27th, Friday, October 17th, right here on the Vaudacity Network, the Suggestion Box is coming back with our 10th episode. Woo! Right now, we're going to be doing a new game, so I would kind of like to bring in the bringer of this game, Miss Karen Bond. Please give us the lowdown.
That was a promo, everybody. Come on. This next game is for everybody, and it's called Word Limits. Now, you might be thinking out there in the audience, we've seen word limits before, but you haven't seen it like this, because you know what? We're all going to play now. So in the suggestion box, I would love for you guys to throw in a kind of team, or some a group of employees. Like they all work at this, so they're all. What kind of group are we got here today? What kind of group are we got here today? I also need 6 suggestions of numbers 1 through 6. So they're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. I'll hand those.
Wait, when you say 1 through 6.
Yeah?
I'm not, okay.
So yeah, there's 6 of them. I'm going to hand those out now while you guys all throw in the real thing that you need to suggest, which is what kind of group or team we are. So
flock or herd or
litter, flock,
kind of litter.
Yes, or murder, sure. Great. So Jane, you're going to have 6 words.
Ooh.
Dylan, you're going to have 5 words. Denny, you're going to have 4 words. I'm going to have 3 words. Tom, you're going to have 2 words. Corey.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Corey, you only have 1 word, which means if you haven't seen this game before, that's the number of words that we can speak at a time. So we're going to have to try to do this scene with those word limits. Sam, do we have a suggestion of what kind of group or murder we are?
Welcome to the trade show. It is time for the dentist convention, and you are a group of dentists.
Great! Can somebody remind me how many words I gave myself?
3.
Excellent.
I'm 2.
Okay, everyone hold up your number. We got it? Okay. Dentist convention.
Hello!
I'm sorry.
Bob,
Don't be sorry.
Bob, you came back?
Why, Deidre.
Uh-oh, love.
Bobby, come back up to room.
Yeah, Bob, your wife.
I'm married.
Oh,
Dentist love triangle.
Deirdre, who is this man?
Damn.
So, Deidre?
Wow, Karma's a bitch.
So we're not using name tags.
Nope.
Am I Deidre?
No name tags seem to be needed.
I quit.
No!
Here's a fishbowl.
Last
Please.
year was keys.
Please spit.
Gross.
Bobby, you better hold your keys.
Deidre, I...
Last year, we swapped.
My cavity.
Let's
Deidre,
smack
flossing
gums.
another man now?
Deidre!
I
You-
got
you
that
are-
I had that laughing gas before.
Is that what that is?
My husband banged me.
Root canal.
Who here wants a hit now?
I could really use one myself.
Pass the gas.
Please.
Ah, what the hell?
Dentists, please.
I've never done it with 5.
This is the best convention.
Let's have an orgy.
Scene! That's word limits, everybody. That's the game.
Hey!
I would think Dennis would prefer oral. So.
Oh, no.
It's never clean enough for them. It is never clean enough for them.
No.
Nope.
Well,
Yeah, but the best dentist always gets a plaque.
oh, sure. Now all the jokes.
You know what they
They
say?
all just come pouring out.
Because I'm not restricted.
You know why you can't get over a dentist? Once you
Why
go
can't you
plaque-
get over a
once-
dentist?
Once you go plaque,
No plaque, you
you never go back.
Oh my God.
Jane, help us. Jane, get us out of here. What's next?
Thank you, Karen.
They'll just keep going.
It is. Where's the name? Oh, yes, we are. We need a location, please.
Because
So
Well, what is our next game?
the game is he said, she said, and we need a location
Nice.
for that. And we need Denny, I believe. And,
Yes, I'm here.
And Tom, please.
I'm back.
Tom.
Or Bob, as I like to think of him.
Bob and Deidre.
So the actors are going to narrate each other's action. Where are they, though, Sam?
They're at the beautiful Statue of Liberty.
Wonderful. Take it away.
So, you've decided to show up.
He said, pulling out a scented pink piece of paper and smelling it delicately. Yes, we had a pact on our last day of college that we would meet 20 years to the day, didn't we?
She said, shielding the sun from her eyes. I couldn't trust you back in college, and I certainly don't trust you now.
He said, turning his back on her, his wind whipping in the waters from the harbor. Tom, you're the only one who knows what we did with Professor Gonagle's body. I needed to see you to make sure you kept your mouth shut all these years.
She said, opening her mink coat open just a little so that I could see that she was wearing a leopard skin bikini underneath. Yes, I know. We are the only two who know where that body is, and no one will ever find it. Did not.
He said, raising his voice, even though there were policemen standing by, "You fool! Lower your voice. Come over here."
She said, poking her finger at him. Look, we vowed to never mention the murder before, or again, or since. I think that you should forget about it, and I should forget about it, and just enjoy the Statue of Liberty.
He said, menacingly opening his overcoat to reveal the stiletto in the inner pocket. Are you threatening me?
She said with a bad Brooklyn accent.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, I'm threatening you.
He said, looking nervously to make sure the police had gone, then in one swift motion whipping out the stiletto and pointing the tip of it delicately at her temple. You never could achieve full penetration.
She said with saliva dripping out of the corner of her mouth. Look, I've had a lot of time thinking about this. You and I were quite a thing back then, but I've moved on, and I assume you've moved on too.
He said, reluctantly putting the stiletto away and ogling her from the top of her head to the soles of her fur-covered expensive leather boots and then back up. Well, I've got just as much to lose as you. I married well, you know, after you and I parted ways on that dark, dark night.
She said, pulling a small poodle out of her purse. All right. I can see that you're serious. I'll do whatever you want. You've got me trapped.
He said, his eyes welling up with tears, partly from love and partly because he was allergic to poodles, one of the most hypoallergenic dogs. It was ironic. Look, the fact that we both showed up tells me two things. One, we still love each other, and two, we still don't trust each other. So let's just make a pact to end this.
She said, shimmering her shoulders as fast as she could.
Sorry, Poodle.
Give me your wretched refuse, just like the Statue of Liberty says. Give me all the junk in your life. I'm ready to take you on.
He said, throwing his head back and inadvertently flipping out one of his business cards that showed he was now a therapist.
Ouch. Oh, my card. Ooh, ouch.
I see you've opened up since college. You've grown. Perhaps we can rent a hotel room and I can tell you my marital troubles.
She said as she demonstrated her webbed fingers that she was born with. There's nothing sexier than a defective woman. You know, I think I could love you again.
He said, taking her by the arm and leading her to the nearest motel that took dogs.
Motel the Drugs.
I have the poodle. What am I gonna do?
Ah, jeez. Well, that was pretty exciting. Not as good as Blind Date. Blind Date was pretty good with your...
I am on fuego tonight. I am just getting it from all sides.
You have Pinocchio and Matahari, and now this. Well, next, we're going to do a little game called Hot Topics. And what we need... we're going to have Dylan, and we're going to have Corey, and Jane, and Karen. But we need our 3 fields of expertise, 3 jobs, 3 wrong hobbies, but fields of expertise for 3 of them. Dylan will be the host, and he will have a panel of 3 people. Sam, any chance we've got 3 fields of expertise flying in our suggestion box?
They're still clapping from the last sketch.
That's a great thing. That is a good problem to have.
We can't think. We liked it so much.
Now that's the point.
Keep clapping, kids. Keep clapping.
Okay, we have 3 areas of expertise as follows. Drumming, like drum corps drumming. You're walking around with all the drums.
All right, that will be Karen.
Somebody is an expert knitter crocheter.
That'll be Jane.
And the last person is a fabulous pumpkin carver.
That will be our special guest for the evening, Corey. So
fabulous pumpkin carver. Okay.
Fabulous, remember.
Could the 3 of you repeat your fields of expertise once before we begin?
Drumline.
Knitting.
I'm a fabulous pumpkin carver.
Okay,
That's
Dylan
it.
White. 3, 2, 1, you're on.
Good evening. I am Rick Terscale. Welcome to What's Shaken. We are going to be covering a variety of topics this evening, and we have brought in another panel of experts to discuss the hot topics of the day. We are living in very tumultuous, unprecedented times right now. So many heavy topics weighing on everyone's hearts and minds. And so I think in this time, everyone wants to know, what's it going to be? Star Wars or Star Trek? Which is the better science fiction universe? Panelist number 1, please introduce yourself and give us your opinion.
My name is Roger Camerson. I am in the head of the drum corps, and I just want to say that Star Wars is the much better film because it has louder explosions. Kaboom! Kaboom! You can fly underneath all that thing, and you got kaboom! Kaboom! No, when we come in, we march out on the field. Hey, don't lean away from me, host. I don't like when people do that, okay? Everyone's always going towards the quarterback of the football team and the cheerleaders, but we're part of the football game too. So lean in and listen. Ugh.
Thank you very much. Let's move on. Panelist number 2, please introduce yourself to our audience and let us know what you think. Star Wars or Star Trek, which is the better sci-fi universe?
Oh, you're wonderful, young man. Just wonderful. And my name is Aunt Bobby Galdumi Schwimmer, and you can call me Pearl. I remember when film first started. I was there the first time an image was captured, and it was of a moon. And a lot of my family says that I ramble on. They say I'm something out of Star Wars. But you know, when you're this close to death, young man, the Death Star really is I'm sorry, are you warm enough? I can knit you something. I'm so...
No, I'm fine, and I think everybody else is, Pearl, too.
Thank you for listening to me, young man. A lot of people just think that I babble on and on and on and on.
Babylon 5 is an entirely different sci-fi universe. We're going to move on to our third panelist. Please introduce yourselves and let us know what you think. Star Wars or Star Trek, which is the better sci-fi universe?
Hi, I'm Jamari, and I'm not really that big into sci-fi as much as I am into decorating in sci-fi themes. So I honestly, if I was going to go for the best version of a sci-fi, what are these? Films, TV shows, sagas, trilogies?
Movies and TV shows, yes.
I'd say the best one is probably Star Wars, because that Darth Vader guy, He's so shiny. His helmet is so shiny. It almost looks like a jack-o'-lantern already, so there's like very little that needs to be done in that regard. I wish he was orange, though. I do wish he was orange and not black. So that's my only complaint. But there are no shiny people with big heads in
That's true. Orange is the new black. Well, yes. You know what? I think you've made a very strong point, and it looks like Star Wars is unanimously the better sci-fi universe, according to our panelists. So
I remember the war, and some stars used to serve. They would have to go and serve a lot of. Yeah, I remember John Wayne. He used to do the.
I'm sure you do, and I'm sure you have wonderful stories to tell about that. Meantime, I'd like to move on to our next topic: home renovation shows. Would you be on one? And would it be worth it? Panelist number 1.
Absolutely, I would be on a home renovation show. My mom, she does not clean very much, and I like to spend a lot of time out of the house. Unfortunately, when I'm out of the house, I also get made fun of by the football players, the quarterback, who's very popular, and don't think that I didn't notice that you invited him to be on the show before you invited me, but he said no because he had a date. I'm drumming my feelings.
Oh, my heart is pounding. I'm here. Oh, my heart is pounding. I'm hearing pounding. It's that pounding again.
Yes. Well, listen, our fabulous panelist, you seem to know a lot about decorating. What would you think about a renovation?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about renovating something, literally gutting a structure, right? That's right in my wheelhouse. We just scoop out all the nasty, gross, just stringy, sinewy guts of that house and then zhuzh it up, right? You just zhuzh it up with something real nice. I'm thinking like a flat motif, something a little bit of like an orangish hue, I'd say. Maybe not a full orange, like a pale orange. I don't know, like the inside of a gourd or something like that. Yeah, so that would be what I would go for.
What about you, Pearl? How would you redecorate a home?
I'm just crazy about this young man.
Oh, sure, you like him more than me? Everybody does. I'm not surprised. Drum it out, drum it out, drum it out, drum it out, drum it out.
Well, listen, we have time.
It was my heart.
we have time for one more topic. We all know that we're in an election season and things are getting very contentious right now. So I think the burning question, at least on my mind right now, is: does this dress make me look fat? Anybody can chime in.
I can fix that for you. I've got my sewing kit right here.
Honey, the way that you wear it, you do not look anything other than fabulous. I mean, it doesn't matter. There are full-figured women, there are string beans, and you wear it better than anyone.
I just want somebody who looks worse than me in this hat. Drum it out! Drum it out!
I think it's time to absolutely drum it out. It's time to drum out all of these topics. Thank you so much for joining us here on What's Shaken. I am Rick Terscale. I'd like to thank all of our panelists for joining us. See you next time on What's Shaken.
Thank you. Bye.
Woo! Ow! All right, you guys. This next game is called Clue Relay, and it involves everybody, so jump on in. Jump on in, everybody. Okay, this is gonna be this is a whole new game. It's a whole new world, so I'm gonna get the suggestions first, let you guys think about that, and then absorb what I have to say. Okay, so in our suggestions, we are going to need a person, a celebrity, a fictional character, a cartoon sponge that lives in a pineapple. Whatever. We need a person. We also need a place. That could be the Grand Canyon, and it could also be a Starbucks. Give us a specific place. We also need an object, a thing. We're going to end up using this as a murder weapon, but it doesn't have to be a murder weapon. In fact, knife? Boring. Give us something fun. So we need a person, a place, and a thing. We're going to use those in our own very special game of Clue. Because, it's Halloween season, so we can get a little murder mystery right now.
Pumpkins.
In this game, what was that?
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins?
Halloween. Sorry.
Sure. That was word association. I liked it.
Pumpkins.
Thank you, Denny.
I'm going to stop
In this game, I have a feeling you're not. Okay, so in this game, we have a person who has witnessed a murder, and they are going to try to communicate what they have seen. They saw the murder victim, they saw the place that it happened, and they saw the murder weapon. Now they're going to try to tell their friend. Unfortunately, this witness only speaks in gibberish. They only have 1 minute to do it, because at the end of that 1 minute, they also will be murdered. That next person, did I not mention this?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
You'll be in the game.
You'll also be murdered.
Oh shit.
No. I mean, well, for a short time, for 1 minute it'll be fun, and then a murder. Okay, but anyway, moving on. Then that person has to communicate it to the next person, the place, and the thing, also using gibberish. They'll also die. We keep passing it down the line, and hopefully all the vital information gets it to the last person who can tell the district attorney at the end. Okay, so Sam, don't tell me yet, because I also need this to happen. Everybody else, you don't get to watch. You don't get to listen while this all gets passed on. I need everybody to go ahead and take out their earbuds. You're also going to cover your screen except for the timer so that you can see when the timer comes on, and turn off your video. All except for me, who's going to get the first bits of information. Corey, I hope that you still watch. I'll wave you in when it's time.
Gotcha.
Okay. Earbuds are out. Screens are covered. Corey is on deck. All right, Sam, I'm ready. What is the person?
Thank you
If
for
you
all
have
those
one, yeah.
suggestions out there. We have some interesting ones. The person is going to be Kermit the Frog.
I love it. Good job, guys. All right, where was Kermit murdered?
On a boat.
Oh, okay. And what with?
A candlestick.
Oh, classic. I love it. Getting spooky. All right, we've got Kermit
So
on
kind of like Clue, so like Colonel Mustard.
a boat
Kill.
with a candlestick.
So Colonel Mustard.
Muted me, so he doesn't know that he's not muted. Sam, can you mute Dylan?
And Corey has to.
I kind of like hearing what he's saying, but
He's trying to explain it to someone else in his house. Okay, excellent. Okay, I've got the three things. Do we have the timer ready?
timer is coming up in just a moment. Please hold.
Okay, let's see if we can get this information all the way to the end. Here it
And
goes.
we are ready for the timer. Here we go.
Corey.
Okay.
Bing, 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 bing. Bing,
A
bing,
guitarist.
bing.
Guitarist. A puppet guitarist. Kermit.
Benny, baby, baby, whoa, whoa, whoa.
On a cruise? Kermit the Frog on a boat?
Okay, is gonna, Carrozza!
Lumineer with the candlestick. Okay.
Yeah!
So wait, okay, so what was it?
All right, tell me what happened.
Okay,
Okay, you sound like the Swedish chef. Yeah, okay, so Kermit the Frog. In a rowboat. Kermit the Frog in a rowboat. In a canoe. Kermit the Frog in a canoe?
Yeah.
Okay, in a rowboat, just a boat. Kermit the Frog in a boat. Kermit the Frog in a boat.
Okay, and then,
With pruning shears. Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog with a conductor's wand. Okay. I kill you. I kill you. I kill you. I kill you.
Sorry. Okay.
Yay!
You're a Muppet. You're a parachuting Muppet. You're Fozzie. You're animal. You're a child. You're the guitar man. You're playing the guitar. You're Kermit. You're Kermit. You're Kermit. Okay. You're in a rowboat. You're on the Potomac. You're in the Seine. You're in a small bathtub. You're in a body of you're rowing. You row gently down the stream. You're in a stream. You're in a canal. The Venice Canal. Small row boat. Row boat. Boat? In a boat? Okay. You're cutting hair with scissors. You're conducting an orchestra. You're cutting things. You're using scissors. You're driving. You're singing. You're conducting. I don't know what you're doing. You're waving around. You're a. Oh no, I forgot everything.
Wonderful frog. It's Kermit. Hi, Kermit. How are you, Kermit, sweetheart? What happened? Somebody killed Kermit? Well, somebody was on a river. Somebody dumped the body of Kermit into a bathtub, into a boat, into a Kermit in a boat. With some scissors. You killed Kermit with some scissors. You killed Kermit with some hand gestures. You killed Kermit with some conductor batons. You killed Kermit on a boat with stuff.
Kill me!
Bing!
No!
All right, what's happening? You're Jose Feliciano. No, you're the French chef. You're John Denver. Okay. You're somebody who burps a lot. It belches. You're second two. All right. A butter churn. Somebody's churning butter. It's you're saluting, and you're looking, you're searching, you're fishing on a boat. You're on a boat. Okay. Yeah, with fists. All right. I'm killing you with your own fists. Boom.
All right, everybody come back on. This is that time where Sherlock Holmes gathers all the suspects together and announces what he was able to figure out. All right, Tom, so tell us,
Yes.
who was the person?
Steve Buscemi.
What?
So close though, like really adjacent. It was Kermit the Frog.
They have very similar eyes.
They do have similar eyes, right?
And their heads move the same way.
All right, tell us
Kermit
now.
also died in a wood chipper. Sorry.
He also used to perform at Folk City.
Yes, he did, yes.
Where did the murder take place?
It seems to be not in a butter churn, but on a boat.
You got it! All right, and this last one is obvious. I mean, we don't even have to really ask you.
We don't really ask.
All right, so just go ahead and tell us, what was the murder weapon?
Her fists.
No! I'm going back in
this?
time. Hold on, I just want to check. Jane, what did you think it was?
I just guessed that I had no clue. That's why I just went with it. I had
Okay,
nothing.
let's see where the communication broke down. Denny?
Well, I saw scissors, and then I
Yeah,
saw like a
scissors. It wasn't
conductor's,
scissors.
and then a conductor's baton, which I got. Jane said both of those things, but they were not right.
Okay, tracking it back. Dylan, what did you think it was?
At first, I thought it was like pruning shears, and then it turned into like a conductor's baton, and then I had absolutely no idea.
Okay, so it's either my fault or it's Corey's.
No, it's
Corey, did you
100%
know
my
what it was?
Yeah, it was Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. Like
Oh,
the
Lumiere.
candlestick.
It
Yeah,
was-
Lumiere. Yeah, not Luminaire.
Okay, it's my fault. It was just a candlestick, you guys.
It was just a candlestick. Okay, it's like he got murdered with a cartoon character, which is impressive.
Wow, a Muppet got
Wow.
murdered with
A
a cartoon
Muppet,
character.
exactly, right? I was like,
In a
look at
boat.
the genre bending that's happening.
In a boat.
All right, so we had
boat.
Kermit
Yeah.
in a boat with a candlestick.
With a
You guys, that's Clue Relay, everybody.
Thanks to Karen Bond for bringing in that game and doing a great job hosting, even though some idiot kept yelling pumpkin.
I don't.
Who was that?
Who was?
So glad they're not on anymore.
Random.
I think it was like one of those Zoom interruptions. You know
Yeah.
how people just show up sometimes.
I think it was an internet star hottie lady, and everyone's going to want to know how she does her brows. And unbox the thing.
And this was the suggestion box, and some of us are going to be on tomorrow night too on Saturday, right? You
That's
guys?
right. We do a lot of improv comedy as well on Polly's online variety show, which will be tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And just again, if you're not already subscribed to the Vaudacity Network, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button for all of our shows. Make sure you're tuning in. We got more stuff on the Vaudacity Network coming up next week. We've got Quarantine with Friends, I forgot to mention earlier, is coming up in their new time on, what is that, Thursday, October 15th at 7:30 Pacific. We've got Quarantunes with Mike West. We've got Hunter's Lovecast. We've got Your Creative Journey. So many great things coming up. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, because, man, this is getting to be a lot to remember. So as long as you get the notifications, you'll know all the great stuff we've got coming up. Let's give a big round for all of our Vaudacity Improv players, the VIPs, for Karen, for Denny, for Jane, for Tom, for me, and for our special guest, CORY. Willis. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Suggestion Box. We'll be back again. And Sam and Craig, of course, we have to mention Sam and
course.
Craig, our behind-the-scenes crew, running the chat.
Yay,
There's Sam.
the
Hey,
voice
Sam.
of God.
Craig, come on and wave.
Craig.
There's Craig.
And if you love the show and you want to tell your friends, this is saved online, right, Dylan? They can watch
That's
it on the
right.
video?
Once this, as soon as the show's over, it is going to be able to be replayed in perpetuity until the end of time.
If you love the show and you want to give me money, you can do it.
That's right. Please make sure
Don't
we've
be
got-
embarrassed.
That's right, and we've got the tip jar at the bottom. So if you love the show and you want to like throw us a little something, check out our tip jar at the bottom there.
Or if
and
you
it'll
hated it and
also-
you want to throw money at us.
right, we'll take that too. Whatever
Get
works.
better. Get better.
That's
All
right,
tickets
boys and
spread
girls.
equally
Virtual
amongst the cast.
tickets are available online on onlinevarieityshow.com. So if you like what you saw tonight, make sure to break out that digital wallet on Google Pay, Samsung Pay, or Apple Pay. We'll take them all. Online Variety Show on Venmo.
And Sam with all the info.
He likes
Thank you all so
saying
much. This
Samsung.
has been the Suggestion Box. We'll see you all next week. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for watching. Mwah, 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 mwah.